best known to Irish viewers for her role as Heather Ev, the headband-wearing, George Michael-loving BFF of show on EastEnders. It's hard to believe that it's been 7 years to the week that Cheryl last appeared in Albert Square.
Yes, but from the square to the stage, she's here in Ireland for an intensive tour of Menopause the Musical, which is taking in locations right around the country. Cheryl Fergison, you're very welcome.
Morning,
Thank you,
Cheryl.
This is all very nice and posh, isn't it? Look at this.
Well, we've just
We're
had
a
it
bit
done
fancy,
up.
aren't we?
It's lovely.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
nice.
We had a makeover.
Very
7.5 years you since you left.
7 years to this week. You know, they let me know, social media let me know that Hev got her comeuppance. Well, not comeuppance, she got bumped off.
Yeah.
And by that old Ben Mitchell.
She was such... she was so adored by the viewers.
Right, yeah.
She was a great character, which must have been a joy to play.
She was brilliant. I mean, I had a great time at EastEnders, and you know, I still sort of see a lot of the people who I work with there still, and still very good friends with. Well, Steve McFadden is like my big brother in real life, and Linda Henry obviously played Shirley. So the three of us are like the sort of three musty.
What was it like walking onto that set? Like when you got that gig?
Yeah, it was.
Because that's just, it's the biggest in TV institution, that in Corrie, you know what I mean?
Well, unfortunately, my mum wasn't alive and to see it because she was the biggest EastEnders fan ever. And she actually used to look like Pat Butcher. So whenever I used to go in and see Pam St Clements, I used to go, oh, it's like looking at my mum. But I went into the square and I sat on Arthur's bench.
Of course you
and
did,
I sat there and I just said to my mum, look, I'm here now and this is, you know, and I just thought, oh, she's here in the green room making a cup of tea. She's sitting on the bench opposite, you know.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
So how long were you on the show for?
I was on it for 5 years.
My God.
Yeah, 5 years.
And playing such a key character as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a background character here. We're talking a really key character.
And she was one that could interact with all the other characters.
That's
it wasn't
right.
like I wasn't part of a family as such. But you know, obviously I had a lot of scenes with Shirley and a lot of scenes with Phil because at the time Phil was with Shirley and there was all that going on.
She got caught in the middle of everything, didn't she? She was involved in everything, really.
And that's the great part of playing something like that. When you're an actor that is able to do a role like that, you get to play all the gambit of emotions, all of the storylines. So you have your Hamlet moments, and then you have your background moments, and you're sitting there waiting your spear carrying moments,
and your panto moments, your funny moments,
and then the serious stuff comes. And it was. I think Hev and Cheryl were a kind of little duo, you know, a female duo that worked really well. You know,
because people sometimes we get it here sometimes with Fair City, and people sometimes look down on actors who work on soaps. I mean, as a trained actor, you know, that's it's a punishing schedule, and you do get to play a complete range of emotions in it.
Yeah, it's the hardest. It's a hard job because it's continuous learning of lines because there's continuous scripts, and I don't think that any soap/drama should be any rivals. We all do the same job. We just all take it in turns which storyline is going to happen at what point. It doesn't matter. I mean, I was actually I sort of bombarded the set of Fair City actually a few weeks ago.
That's what I saw. That's right.
I thought, well, let's have a look around here. And I thought, it's a little 6 months in Dudley, and I wouldn't mind that. You know, coming along and maybe being the Brit trying to find a little Brexit
Very
passport.
good,
absolutely.
I don't know, but
she's even suggesting storylines.
Got the lines written.
Ticking. No, I mean, it's just everybody does the same job, and it's amazing. You know, it's amazing sort of when you get to go to the awards and you see people's work, and you know, I watch all the soaps. I watch them all. I'm continuously watching what's going on, and I just think, you know, sometimes you have great moments and people go, I get a lot of people saying, you know, did you find it depressing at EastEnders? And I go, well, not for me, because it was my character
wasn't
involved in all the heavy ones. Or they were occasionally, but not all the time.
And now you get to sing and dance and jump around the stage to Menopause the Musical.
Now you're doing a lot of fun stuff.
I mean, this musical is...
Tell us about the show.
Well, it's what it says on the tin. It's menopausal women meeting together in a store, and it's about how we're all going through what we're going through songs. So they're parody songs from the 60s, 70s and 80s. Words are different words, but the people know the songs. And we get a handful of men there. And really, there should be more men coming because it is an education. And
well, I'm sure the men can relate to what they're saying.
Now they know. They go, well, that's why my wife chucked a Tonka toy at me head. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing.
This has been a phenomenal success, this show. It's run for years.
well, it's been running for years. It's a celebration, really. Women come and they are having the most horrendous time during a menopausal time, when it's not a nice thing to be going through, and they come and for 2 hours of their life they are just going, I'm not the only one here that's sweating, having a brain collapse. You know, and it's just amazing to hear the response from the audience and to see what they do.
It's a laugh fest.
It's the best. If you're going to go out for the night, if you're going to go somewhere and see something, this will cheer you up. You can have a laugh, you can have a sing-song, and I can guarantee that by the end of it, you'll just be like...
And you know what? Sometimes we have to find humour in tough times. And for many women watching this morning, they are going through a tough time, as you said. It can be very stressful. And maybe they haven't shared with their friends or talked about it properly with their partner or whatever.
And I think that each character in the play, I mean, we have your lovely Catherine Lynch, we have the lovely Maureen Nolan, we have Rebecca Wheatley from Casualty, and myself. So it's 4 women who are there, and each character is different. We're all very, very different.
They're all handling it differently.
And this is set in a department store, and it all kicks off over a black lace bra. Is that right?
My character's a bit sort of... She's like the Barbara Streisand in Meet the Parents. I'm a bit of a kind of hippie on the outside. On the inside, I'm a little bit angry. A little bit like... But,
and that comes to the fore during the show.
It comes to the fore. But I'm the one, sort of, while they're all arguing over this bra, I'm a little bit like, oh, come on, calm down, ladies. It's not too, you know...
And you just said to us that you were 2 shows, the last 4 days, 2 show days in Wexford.
We
travelled up here
Wexford,
today, off to Galway.
Yes.
And then you're hitting the Everyman in Cork. And then the
INEC.
The INEC in Killarney. We're going to Castlebar. We're going to Limerick. We are going all over. And the Irish audiences are amazing.
I was going to ask you, because you haven't performed over here before.
Because you've done this show for years, right? In the UK.
And but this is the first time in Ireland, and actually, really, it is one of the things that I wanted to do it again for, because I absolutely adore Ireland. It's just in me. I'm sure there must be some Irish somewhere. I just don't know. Got a bit of hair. I don't know. But definitely, I came because I wanted to see, this beautiful island, and it is stunning. And I've witnessed some beautiful parts of it. But the audiences, everybody's so friendly. They all want to chat, and it's a different kind of thing. It's not a bombardment of who you are, and it's not all have, which people want to go. Here it's
it's a woman off the thing.
How's the little George? You go, what? It's so different, and it's so lovely, and it's so warm, and it's just beautiful.
We've spoken to British actors before who performed over here and done West End, and that they say that Irish audiences tend to come to a show looking to be entertained, but they don't sit there going, right, go on, make me laugh.
No,
they're
going
very
out
engaged. For a good night. And you know what you're getting for if you go to see the show. It is a good night out.
Yes, it is. And I think the thing is that the people come not quite knowing what to expect from it, because is it going to be something a bit heavy, or is it... But we say, really have to say, it's the funniest night you'll have. I mean, seriously, Tom, you're going to have to come. You're going to have to come.
Don't
you have to
bring
some, a lady
I'll bring
with
Anna.
you. Honestly, the 2 of us come. You've got to.
Well, listen, enjoy Ireland. It's lovely to have you over here.
Thank you for having me.
A pleasure, Cheryl. Thank you.
No, thank you for having me.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Right, to see Cheryl in Menopause, the musical, which takes dates in Galway, Limerick, Castlebar, Killarney, Cork, Drogheda and Dublin. Holy moly. Check out menopauseIreland.com.